Good evening, I'm Sarah Sapsanama. Let's begin with the headlines of the hour. The political mechanism formed by the government likely to complicate work execution. Questions raised over the exclusion of 3 other parties in the ruling alliance. Former Internal Affairs Minister of Koshi Province, Leela Vallabh Adhikari, found taking suspicious trip to Japan with 3 others, called for an investigation for alleged human trafficking. Donald Trump prepares to select his top team ahead of his return to the White House. Kamala Harris vows for a peaceful transfer of power. And Nepal clinched their 2nd consecutive victory in Under-19 Women's World Cup Asia qualifier. Defeat Kuwait by a big margin of 108 runs. Ruling alliance partners Nepali Congress and CPN-UML have formed a political mechanism outside laws to support in the implementation of the government's priority programs. The mechanism includes the same individuals that are in decisive roles in the 2 parties and in the government, and it has excluded the other 3 parties in the ruling coalition. Considering the existing system, where Prime Minister is supported by the ministers and the ministers by departmental heads, questions are rife as to why this separate political mechanism was necessary to begin with.
पनि त असहमतिहरू छन्, त्यो असहमतिहरू भएका कारणले नि पार्टी दुईटा भएको हो नि त। त्यसकारणले तपाईलाई चाहिँ ती नीतिगत असहमतिहरूलाई पनि कसरी सहमतिमा बदल्ने भन्नको लागि पनि यो जरुरी थियो र यो ढिलै भए पनि यो राम्रो भएको छ र हामीले कतिपय अस्पष्टताहरूलाई र कतिपय असहमतिहरूलाई सहमतिमा बदल्दै स्पष्ट पार्दै अगाडि बढ्नको लागि पनि यो संयन्त्र आवश्यक थियो र यो संयन्त्रले
हामीले पार्टी टु पार्टी का बीचमा समन्वय, हाम्रा दृष्टिकोणमा स्पष्टता र एकरूपता पार्टी टु पार्टीमा हामीले गर्न सकिने, हाम्रो बाटो अलि पर पुगेछ, छुट्टै छुट्टै होला बाटो, तर यो संविधानको कार्यान्वयनको सन्दर्भमा एउटा खास बिन्दुसम्म त हामी एकै ठाउँ जान सक्छौं त, किन हामीले बनाएको संविधान हो।
The political mechanism is said to be headed by Prime Minister and CPN-UML Chair KP Sharma Oli and Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Dewa. None of its members are outside the 2 parties. It is also not under the provision of existing laws. The necessity of the mechanism is in further question as Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has 2/3 majority at the parliament, which makes it easier for him to execute any plan as long as alliance partner Nepali Congress has support for him. Experts opine mechanisms like these could be counterproductive. It may also be recalled that the Prime Minister had opposed the same idea when the then Nepal Communist Party co-chair Pushpa Kamal Dahal had proposed for it. The Premier had also argued that such a mechanism had not been envisioned by the Constitution and it would only restrict his own works. Meanwhile, questions have also been raised on why Minister for Foreign Affairs Arzu Rana has been personally assigned the responsibility for the preparation of Prime Minister Oli's China visit.
आफ्नै सरकारलाई चाहिँ विश्वास नगरेको जस्तो देखिन्छ एउटा पहिलो कारण। दोस्रो कारण चाहिँ संयन्त्र बनाइसकेपछि जुन किसिमको उहाँहरूले अपेक्षा गर्नुपर्छ त्यो अपेक्षा चाहिँ परिपूर्ति हुँदैन, किनभने यसले झन किसिमको अब्स्टेकल चाहिँ क्रिएट गर्छ काम गर्नलाई परेको दिन।
राज्य स्तरबाट गर्ने खालका कुरा ती आफ्नो ठाउँमा हुन्छन्, गरिन्छ, तर समन्वय गर्ने र सहजीकरण गर्ने काम पनि छ। यसको भएको हुनाले त समन्वय र सहजीकरणको लागि त गर्न नपाउने कुरा त होइन नि। यो एउटा के बुझ्नु पर्यो भने यसले निर्देशन गर्ने होइन, सहजीकरण गर्ने हो, समन्वय गर्ने हो।
It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we asked you what is the reason behind the unrestricted use of alcohol and drugs inside jail. 63% voted for option A, negligence of jail administration, 31% for B, result of nexus, and 6% for C, requires investigation. Here's today's question. Why is the coalition government in need of 2-party political mechanism? Your options are A, inability to work, B, for power share, and C, to implement the agreement. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Now, CCTV footage from the Trivandrum International Airport has revealed that Koshi Province's former Minister for Internal Affairs and Law, Leela Ballav Adhikari, had taken a foreign trip to Japan with 3 people with fake documents from the airport itself, as opposed to his claims that he met them in Hong Kong. As Japan's immigration office returned all 4 of them over suspicions, there have been demands for an investigation on the former minister on charges of human trafficking. Although the 4 entered the airport at different timings, all of them boarded the same flight of Cathay Pacific to Hong Kong and then Japan. An investigating officer has stated that the claim of the minister of having met the rest of the people at Hong Kong airport is false. The 4 returned to the country on 30th of October after being kept at the immigration for 48 hours in Japan. Japan's immigration office has corresponded with Nepal's immigration regarding the reasons for sending them back, stating that the visit was not justified. The 4 had gone to Japan with 15 days visit visa. The minister claims to have traveled to Japan for a program, but given that he was returned back along with the 3 individuals, experts say an investigation from human trafficking angle is due. The police have arrested 3 others alleged of supporting and forging the documents. The group have been suspected of being a part of human trafficking network in Japan. We'll take a short break here. More news coming. The Asian Development Bank has approved $311 million loan to improve and modernize electricity transmission and distribution infrastructure in Nepal. The project will finance a total of 290 km of power transmission lines from Dailek to Jumla, New Butwal to Namahi, Nisgar to Ramoli, and Tin Piple and Okharpowa. It will also expand, reinforce and rehabilitate electricity distribution infrastructure in Karnali and Lumbini provinces. Distributed Grid connects solar photovoltaic generation facilities with a total capacity of 8 megawatts will be established in Karnali and other areas. ADBL will help NEA upgrade its training center, expand smart meter rollout program, establish data recovery center, implement supervisory control and data acquisition network. It will further provide an additional $30 million in grant from its Asian Development Fund. The project will also support training of women and disadvantaged groups on business and technical skills, open energy-related employment opportunities, and expand energy-based businesses. With Donald Trump winning the U.S. presidential election, the price for gold has dropped as the value for U.S. dollars has increased. The Nepal Rashtra Bank had determined the exchange rate for US dollars at 135.16 rupees, which is the highest so far. The price for gold dropped by 4,000 rupees in a single day and reached 164,500 rupees. Investments on dollar went up with Trump's victory, affecting the price for gold. The price for dollar in the international market has been going up in recent days. Stronger dollar means weaker Indian currency and, as a result, weaker Nepali rupees. Experts say better dollar value means Nepal can benefit from remittances and tourism sector. However, expensive dollar also means the price for imports will be costlier and the cost of foreign trips, abroad studies and health expenses could go up. Now, Chhath, the festival dedicated to sun, has been celebrated with much fanfare and fervour in Kathmandu as well. On the main day of the festival today, hundreds of devotees thronged water bodies in the capital to make offering to the setting sun. Kathmandu's Guheswari, Gaurighat, Kamal Pokhuri, Thapathali, Kupandol, Nakhu River, Vishnumati and Bagmati saw throngs of devotees today. Those who fasted the whole day and worshipped the setting sun will stay up the whole night in the prayer areas and worship the rising sun tomorrow morning. With the morning rituals, the 4 days long festival will conclude. It is believed that fasting during Chhath festival makes one's wishes come true. And in this context, in our Public Voice segment, we've asked in several provinces what is the religious and cultural significance of Chhath festival. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
बाल बच्चा सबके रक्षा गर्छ, धन सम्पत्ति हाल्छ, बहुत अच्छा भयो। छोरो राम्रो होस्, पति राम्रो होस्, आफ्नो दीर्घायु कामनाको गर्दै यो सम्झेर चाहिँ यो छठ पर्व मनाउँछ। धेरै रमाइलो लाग्छ, धेरै हामी पूजाको तयारी गर्छौं, त धेरै राम्रो लाग्छ। हाम्रो
धन सम्पत्ति प्राप्त हुन्छ, परिवारलाई सुख शान्ति हुन्छ।
सन र यो पानीको पूजा हो, यो धरतीको पूजा हो। सन भनेको तपाईको ताकत भयो, पावर भयो हैन, पावरको पूजा, शक्तिको पूजा हो। यो
हाम्रो पुर्खाहरूले मनाएको हो, यो छठ माताको खष्टका देवीको यो व्रत हो। अनि सूर्य भगवानको बहिनी पनि मान्ने गरिन्छ, सूर्यदेवको यो व्रत पनि हो।
पहिलेदेखि हामीहरूको पूर्वजदेखि मनाइराखेको है। अनि यो चाहिँ मेन हाम्रो अब छोराछोरीको लागि।
Time now for international update. Donald Trump is weighing appointments to his top team ahead of his return to White House after Kamala Harris vowed a peaceful transfer of power. In her first speech since losing the election, Harris told supporters do not despair. In a decisive victory, Trump won 5 of the 7 battleground states and is ahead in the final 2 yet to declare, Nevada and Arizona. Meanwhile, Republicans have retaken control of the U.S. Senate. They also lead the contest to control the House of Representatives, but it could take days for a final result. But Republicans have grown optimistic that they can retain their slim majority and therefore hold unified control of Washington again, as they did at the start of Donald Trump's first term. Speculation is swirling in Washington over who will staff the incoming Donald Trump administration as his transition team begins vetting potential candidates and ironing out its to-do list. The Justice Department has begun winding down its twin federal prosecutions against Trump in line with a long-standing policy of not prosecuting a sitting president. We've got more news coming up, but right now it's time for yet another short break.
Sports news.
Nepal have clinched their second consecutive win at the ICC Under-19 Women's World Cup Asia qualifiers, defeating Kuwait by a big margin of 108 runs. Nepal had batting first, put up 130 runs in the stipulated 20 overs, losing 8 wickets. Nepal managed to limit Kuwait to mere 22 runs. They staged an outstanding performance right from the go and maintained it throughout. Opener Sabitri Dhami went out at 6 runs. However, Sana Pravin contributed 25 runs. Pooja Mahato, who entered the field as the third player, scored the highest 38 runs. Jyotsnika Marasini contributed 23 runs and Alisha Kumari Yadav 15. Ayesha Pewakar claimed 2 wickets for Kuwait, while Jifa and Amisha had 1 wicket each. Kuwait went all out, scoring 22 runs in 13 overs. Nepal is next playing against UAE on Saturday. After that, the second round of the double round robin league will begin. The winner of the qualifier will participate in the World Cup next year. That is all for the moment. Up next is news in Nepali. Thank you for watching. Good night.